Welcome to another modern gameplay. So today we're bringing you Glimpse of Tomorrow. Yes, sir. This is one of my favorite decks. Initially, when it was released as a gimmick type card wherein you try to cheat big creatures such as Emrakul. You try to cheat Omniscience into play. This time we're just playing it for value. Now I've seen this deck not so heavily played in the current meta, although we see a little bit of rise of this deck on the time of recording because some pro players or some players actually notice the viability of this deck. Now it functions similarly to Rhinos. However, unlike Rhinos, this deck essentially wins with elementals. What I love about this deck is that it's packing 4 Cavern of Souls. Now with the meta currently right now, which is like predominantly counter-centric, packing in 4 Cavern of Souls and having at least 90 to 90% of your creatures, or even 100% of your creatures, or 98% of your creatures being elemental and uncounterable is just chef's kiss. Now, as always, we're playing the elemental package and we're playing Teamer. Fury cannot be undervalued right here, is very a top-notch card. Risen Reef, even more valuable for this specific deck because that's how you generate value. Endurance nowadays is considered as a quote-unquote combo piece and a combo hate piece. Now, playing 4 of them right out of the bat feels so much amazing as long as you're playing like there's a lot of like archetypes out there, like reanimator versions out there, dredge versions out there. Packing these on your main wherein they think they can win on game 1 really is awesome. Other than that, the all-star Omnath needs no introduction. It is a finisher unto itself, and essentially it has a deterministic win once you're going off, where you have your Risen Reef triggers on the stack. You have 10 mana or 10 to 15 permanents into play. You can cycle your Omnath triggers using your Glimpse of Tomorrow, and instead of it being exiled, because you have Endurance, you can actually, in essence, quote-unquote, deal 4 damage for forever, in theory. That being said, the cascading effects are, as always, Shardless Agent and Violent Outburst. Nothing too crazy about that. The other thing that we'll be enabling there is the Wavesifter because it's 3 permanents or 2 permanents for 1. Other than that, nothing special with the deck. Now onto the sideboard, we have 4 Subtlety against Creature and Planeswalker heavy type of deck. Now, if you notice, the deck doesn't particularly deal well with Tron variation, so this is where I believe this comes into play. It's also great against elemental decks, wherein they rely heavily on Solitudes as well comes into mind. Bonecrusher Giant right here, I believe, is an all-star, wherein you can deal with your opponent's early Ragavans. This obviously comes in after sideboard. This usually takes the Fable of the Mirror Breaker slot. We have 4 Foundation Breaker because the meta right now is predominantly going to board in Chalice of the Void for 0. And this is the option that I went for, 3 Teferi Time Traveler. Primarily because number 1, it deals with a lot of onboard hate. So say for example, if there are creature hate in the form of to cast 1/3, you can only cast cards from your hand. I forgot the name of the card. It eludes me right now. It also can deal with Blood Moon effects or Blood Moon in itself and anything else that can't be dealt by our creature. So it's an all-star. Plus, it's a permanent so that you lessen the effect of Glimpse of Tomorrow if you play a couple of counter spells. Now, that is just my preference. You might have a different preference. Other people would love to have 4 Mystical Disputes or 3 Mystical Disputes plus 2 Pack of Negation, to each their own. For me, this is an all-star because it also stops Rhinos, it also stops Living End, and is a threat unto itself. Alright, that's it. Now onto the gameplay. Alright, we are on the draw, on the play. We're against King Kali. This is a hand that we can arguably can keep, but at the same time cannot keep because like what we're gonna do on the first few turns, we're gonna mulligan this. Okay. This one maybe we can keep. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put in a forest on the bottom so that we can fetch that. I'm going to start with a sacred breeding pool tapped so that if I draw a an elemental, I can evoke it. This is a human, so we're against humans on an ether vial. Okay, that's a bit tough for us, guys. Okay, humans on the draw. So the upside that we have here is that the human is on the draw. Creature spell. This is a Talia, usually. Lieutenant, okay. Lieutenant into a Okay, sounds good. We need to draw a red mana source. I mean, red card, preferably, or another Risen Reef elemental. I'm gonna go with blue, green, this one. Red, please. Okay, then from there, evoke. Are they representing a solitude? That's why they paused. Too worried about it. I'm worried about it. They probably would do that. So I'm not sure if that's a good idea because they'll be down 2 cards. I'm 2 for 2ing them here. Rendering them only down to 4, 2 cards more. And if one of those cards is a land, they're essentially down 1 playable. Which case I do have another Risen Reef. But this situation, it renders that I do have a trigger. Okay. Okay, kinda cool, kinda not. Pass the turn. Let's see how this goes. I can also just Risen Reef again. It's kinda cool for me. At least I have double trigger. That's black white. So that means their sideboard has Thoughtseize, access to disruption. And usually this color is like Stoneforge adjacent. They're gonna name probably a Glimpse of Tomorrow, Omnath, Locus of Creation. Okay. They stayed it at 2. Okay, let's start by blue, green. This is go for value. This is gonna go for another land here. That's the turn. It depends totally on what they have on the Ether Vial here. It could be a Lieutenant. Are they going to pick up? No. Triple black and white. Okay. Yikes. I guess sure. So they moved it to 3. I wonder what's the third. I'm gonna take that 3 damage. I wonder why they put it onto 3. It could be Magus of the Moon, question mark? Tempting. That could be a good draw, a good deal. I'm gonna go for blue here. So land drop. Gonna go for human, believe. This could be elemental, which is you, and you. Risen Reef action, 3 of them. Okay, and 2 hand to play. Here's my Shardless Agent. Green, blue, colorless. Cast the Glimpse. Ooh, okay. Looking good. So I'm gonna start it there. Here's the thing. So you go here. Split it there. Say okay. And you like that. Sounds good to me. Okay, now your turn. Nice. This is also human to rock. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. Okay, they drew a card. He's nice. Okay. We're gonna go to the sideboard right here. Honestly, maybe some Foundation Breaker again. Autumn. Okay, Autumn, Foundation Breaker. I will not go overboard. Twin Snipers. I kinda like these. Okay, so I'll be doing 4 cards. From there, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wavesifter is kinda okay. But if I'm gonna go for a twin shot play, I think that would be better. Or I can just split the difference like this. I like splitting the difference. 8 card for 8 card. Okay. I did not bring in Teferi because I don't know what their gameplay is for us. They could be playing Dranith Magistrate. I think that's human. Some of the decks pack 4 of those. So I respect that as well. We respect that. Okay. We're gonna keep this. Turn 1. Turn 2. Okay, turn 1, pass the turn. Not what you want to see, but that's precisely the reason why we have it's turn 2. Lieutenant, sure. Okay. Lieutenant. Okay. Hand is forced. Okay. That's Cavern of Souls. I mean, it's very tempting, but yeah, why not? Why not? We came here to party, so 4 permanents. Less of a deal. Get 4 stuff. Going to be human. Say yes. to do it again. Steam Vents. Here's another one. Shouldn't have fetched for Steam Vents. That could have I could have saved 2 life there. It's my last. Hopefully it's worth it. Wow, looks like it is. Okay, no life. So it's very hard to defend against this because as a creature-based type of opponent, you don't have a sweeper. And this already represents, I believe, this is 4 damage if I fetch right here. So you're down effectively down to 14. This is 6, 12, and 18. Essentially killing your board, doing stuff. Yeah. Plus I do have this in my hand as a backup to pump up our creatures. Right. That's it. On to the next one. All right. We're on the draw. We're against LORIWWA. Okay. Arguably we can keep 4 lands. Tron. Tron is very difficult for us, I would say. Especially if they have natural Tron. You have natural Tron is just wow. Serum Powder into Snaring Bridge. Chalice for 0. Wow. Really? That's just wow. Okay. Guess that happened. Natural Tron into those are it's definitely top tier if you ask me. Okay, that's green. Let's go to attacks. Attack you. Red. Omnath. Okay. I'm just gonna cast this. Try to hit our land drops. In which case we don't. Yikes. Okay. Maybe I cast this. Hard cast. Oh, we don't have any vegetables? Really? Okay. I guess that worked. Wow. Wow, just wow. Okay. This is on 4? Sure. On 5? What? Why? Okay. Eldrazi. Sure. It's very painful, man. So is Eldrazi Tron? Oof, rough. It's rough. Okay. Excuse me. Cavern of Souls. Foil. Let's go with human. Is there an out here? I don't think there's an out here. Let's hope they draw a card that they cannot cast. Maybe. Cookbook. Okay. That's game over. That sucks. That really does suck. Literally. Wow, that was tough, man. Tough beans. Okay, these are out. Foundation breakers are in. Like the Knight of Autumn as well. Kind of like some subtlety here because of the enchantments. Or I mean the what do they call this? I think those are cool. Sifter and Reef. Okay, let's go. Okay, on the draw. This looks bad. We're gonna mulligan this. This is also bad. 1 lander. Mulligan. Okay. I mean, don't have a choice here. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna bottom 2 cards. This one and this one. Cancel. I think, excuse me, this one and this one. I want to maximize the chances of me bumping into Omnath sometime soon with my Cascade spell, just to cheat them in. Yeah. Team events first. Let's see. Wow. No, go. Okay. It's a Violent Outburst. Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn. Saga or Ballista, sure. So I fetch for a land now. If I do, what will I fetch for? Khalni Garden, kind of cool, kind of digging it. I could have just dropped this land depending on what they're playing, but I'm guessing it's a Saga turn. Take that damage. Okay, that's a Fury. I can just go land drop Shardless. Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's go for broke. We're here to play Magic. Outburst. That's this bad boy. Do you have a Warping Whale? Okay, that's fine. Thinking about that. Ooh, baby. Don't mind if I do. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's you. Sure. 1/1 dude. Okay, that's my turn. Now I'm just looking for a blue mana source or a fetch land. Okay, sounds good. Expedition map. Sounds good. Gonna take that damage, no problem. With my luck though, I don't think I can. Ooh, okay. I take that back. Could be a thing. Try to play as precise as I can. Team vents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shardless Agent. Cast a glimpse again. Okay. So this could be a elemental, of course. Pay 2 life, of course. Destroy target enchant, artifact, or enchantment. Destroy you. Because I know you're going to sacrifice that. That's fine. My hand, please. Cascade. That's the turn. Say okay. So I already expanded 2 glimpse. Only have 1 more. Have Subtlety, Alpha Strike. Yeah, I think we may have a chance here if we play it correctly. Okay, hopefully, I don't think that's enough mana though. That's Karn. Blue mana source. Subtlety as blue. Can't be countered, baby. Did you put that on top? Okay, top sounds good. Play that into play. Mystic Forge. Kinda cool, kinda not. That's an Omnath. Going to attack. Attack with everything, baby. Okay, so the question becomes, do we risk it for the biscuits? Okay. Chalice for 0. We only have 1 more glimpse anyway. So, breeding pool, team vents untap. Say yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Violent Outburst. Oof, baby. Elemental. So this there, here, there, then all of these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and where is the draw card? We're going to fetch first for green, just in case. Okay, let it begin. 1. Okay, and okay, to play. That's to play elemental again. Okay, it's to hand. It's to play. Okay, play. This one is human. Okay, that's in. Going to lose some stuff, so I'm gonna gain some stuff. Ooh, that's bad. Sure. Okay, snaring bridge. Sure. Here's my. Can't be countered, baby. Yep. Go to attacks, baby. Good game, baby. Yes. I think we made it. I think we did it. Finally, it paid off. So, third game. I'm not sure how we want to do this still. Looks like it's working this way. Could be argued that I could also need just 1 more endurance. Throw it back. We did have some autumn, Knights of Autumn action. Oof. Not a card we want to see. Yeah, we need to mulligan this. We can't keep this against Tron. Tron is just too powerful. Yeah, maybe this one we can keep. Shardless Agent, Endurance. Yeah, can keep this. We're gonna bottom a Glimpse of Tomorrow. This one, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. We're going to bottom Glimpse. Say done. 6 go. Opponent kept a 6 land hander. Let's see what they kept. Eldrazi Temple and prop go. Let's see if they went with the Thought Not Seer route. This sounds to be like a Thought Not Seer play. It's not. Sounds good to me. Team events tapped. Say no. Tap a keep draw. Here's a land. Here's a elemental. Here's me casting a sifter. Okay. So it depends if they have a follow-up here. If they do have a follow-up, I may opt not to go Risen Reef or go Risen Reef. Chalice for 0 seems kind of fair to me. So I'm just gonna go land drop here. Go for green. Risen Reef action. So that next turn I can just cast my Foundation Breaker. Okay, go. You have to take that damage. That's fine. What's their follow-up? They traded. Quite cool. Foundation Breaker. We're going to cast it. Say okay. Say yes. Khalni Garden. That's the turn. Going to attack. This feels like a counter spell to me, so I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna crack the 2 clue here. I have zero plans of doing anything else further. Okay, it's an island. It's a Karn. Karn into a... Are they gonna go for a Chalice of the Void? Sure. It totally depends on what they get. Torpor Orb, yikes. So I gotta make things happen now. So here's me. Let's go for red. That's fine. Oh, I can't even crack that clue. Fantastic. I'm gonna cast this. Bring all of these or that back. It's a Fury. Just attack now. Attack you. Okay. 16. Land drop. Let's go for human. Gonna go for blue. And green to be red, blue, white, green, red. So Shardless Agent, human, green, and blue. Okay, let's cast that. Cast the glimpse. It's a lot of stuff. Oof. Elemental. Okay. So it feels like our opponent doesn't have anything in hand right now. But to be honest, I think it's a premature concession. Primarily because I don't have an answer to if they go Torpor Orb into a bridge, that could be an issue for me. So my next play here would be to draw 2 cards. Okay, MTGO. Wouldn't allow us to draw 2 cards. Anyway, yeah, I felt like they could still win this depending on what's in their hand. Well, I think that's it. On to the next game. Final match for the night. We're gonna play first. We're against Musagete. Kinda okay for me. I'm gonna keep this. Opponent doesn't have a companion. Third mana means that we can start the party. We also have a Violent Outburst, so what's not to like? We have 2 drops. We're on the play. Yeah, I'm convinced we can keep this. Plus we do have a window wherein if we draw the Khalni Garden next turn, we still have a play. Also depends on what our opponent is. I hope we get another red matchup with a very good mana curve on our end. Just to, what do you call this, redeem ourselves. Opponent mulligan down to 6. Let's see what they're playing. Okay. Merc. Going for Merc. I'm not in a hurry, so... Okay, kinda looks good. Next turn I do have a Risen Reef play into a Fury if we want to. And then from there we get Omnath. Okay, I dig it. Oh, okay. This is not the deck we were eyeing for. Okay. Another Cycler. Treat rate, sure. Curator, sure. One lander, not so cool. Stomping Ground, no. Draw card. Not so cool. Can go elemental here. Elemental. Yeah, can't be countered. You have a solitude. No, it's not solitude. Like, do you have subtlety? Nope, they don't. Sounds cool. Sounds okay. It's my turn. Sure. I'm gonna take my Violent Outburst. Violent or my Omnath. Okay. They exiled a Grief. Yikes, that's kind of bad. Omnath. Okay, here you go. Oof, that's a lot of fabled stuff. Attack. Okay. Next turn, probably not so good. Our opponent is really not having a great time, and we're just flooded with stuff. Okay, here you go. I think we can cast majority cards in our hand. Yep, fabled. Fabled. And I guess another fabled. Sounds good to me. Okay. Opponent is not having a great time. I feel you. There are times we're in. That's my life. So yeah, they're playing the, what do you call this? The Living End Shell. It feels like we do have like the, what do you call this? The answer to that. We do have Endurance main. I'm just gonna go for Teferi because probably they would go for something funky. I don't think so. It's just going to be a counter spell, right? So in that case, I just want to go Teferi and Subtlety. Just to answer their, what do you call this? Subtlety to answer their, what's the word I'm looking for? Grief. So usually I take these out and just one of these and these. Is it also, let me experiment and drop a Shardless instead. Ooh, okay. Looks like a mulligan to me. Kinda okay. Kinda the same hand except that we get the bottom the glimpse. Okay. Misty Rain bolt themselves. Going to cycle the Rivulet. Okay, I'm going to fetch. Go for a breeding pool question. Yes, breeding pool it is. Say no. That's a endurance. So my question now becomes, do I Wavesifter? I don't think so. Let's not do that. Because this one feeds that, this one feeds this. Another rivulet. Ugh, that's so cool, man. Do I wait for that for their turn to do that? I don't think so. They do it now. Is there a counter for this? Yeah, I think they can do it now. Okay. Okay, we've done what we could. Though I wish I didn't had to exile my Risen Reef. Elemental. Go. That could have been argued that it could have been the mistake. Opponent could have hard casted stuff. Not like this. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good, Fury. Like it. I really think that their hand is packed with counter spells. Like Force of Negation. So I'm just hoping that we can get land drops from here on out. Our best top deck would definitely be the one that we exiled. The Crab, Risen Reef. Or either that or they're mana flooded. Okay, elemental. Don't mind if I do. Now if I top deck a, what do you call this? If I top deck a Omnath, would be fine. If we top deck a, I think the Teferi would gonna get countered immediately. So now it just boils down to whether or not they have endurance. They're really taking hard right now. I think just cast the endurance from this position. Then I'll just go for Furies. Endurance, Furies. Yeah, just cycle your cards, man. Not sure. Are you like not a good look, man? I'm Furies for days. You take one, then I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth you have to take one. You choose. It's not a may. It's not even up to. You have to take one. And you exiled a living end. Fantastic. They exiled the Force of Negation. You're not even sure if we kept any. Yep. Sounds good to me. Shardless Agent. I don't think I need to do it now. Plus, I can't do it because I don't have the mana. Yoicks. They definitely have a curve here where they can go endurance into what do you call this? Just living end. But they already exiled one living end, so there's only two more living ends unless they board out another one. For this types of decks, right? I don't think like boarding out one of those like payoff spells would be beneficial for you. Oh, okay. Subtlety just to put the pressure on board. Quite nice. I'm just waiting for that extra land to drop. Then I'm just gonna cast my thing, which is like this, for example. Gonna go green, blue, red, Risen Reef, play that land, pass the turn. Yep, take 6, sure. Dun, 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 dun. Cycle, okay, respectable. This is me just hard casting. Put it down, say okay. That land here, go to attack you, land drop. Pass the turn, your go. Now you're forced to do it, question mark. It's going to be a Shardless Agent. Cycle again, okay. Sure. I will subtlety this. I will burn. Then I'm just gonna return yours. That's fine. So, would you rather? Okay, respectable. Okay. Elemental. Here's me hard casting this. Going to blast this to Kingdom Come. I have evasion, you don't have one, so I'm okay with that. Go to blocks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There has to be 2 violent outbursts in hand in order for them to win. If they don't win here, I win on the crackback. I'm down to 1. I wonder why they chose it that route, because it looks like down to 3. That's an Omnath. Just gonna cast it. White, blue, red, green. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. So yeah, my option right a while ago was correct. That's a Sphinx. Okay, so I would probably go with 4 damage here. Okay, they triggered on my stuff. which is wrong because I do have the Omnath trigger on stack. Depending if the last 2 cards is a counter spell, may be able to win it. Else, oops. Okay. Ooh, baby. Okay, let me just do it now. If you have a counter spell, you do. Okay, that resolved quickly. Do you have a counter spell? Woo, baby. Elemental. Going to be an elemental or human. Let's go for human. Okay, 2 life. No. No. Okay, so force you. Okay, elemental. Oof. Not what we wanted to see, but okay. Okay, we're down to 3. I need to make something happen here because this one needs to have 2 blockers. Blonk, blonk. Green mana source. Can't be countered. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Oh, that's an Omnath. But then again, let's hope they don't see it. They don't see the line. Oops, they did. I'm gonna concede. Okay, we draw a card. Oh man, we almost got him. Urgh. Okay. On the draw, on the play, kind of like where we are at. Maybe I shave 1 subtlety, put in a shifter. That I'm okay. Kind of like putting in slamming in a Teferi if ever. We're gonna play first. Hopefully this looks good. Question mark. I'm gonna keep this. The Shardless Agent, Wavesifter. 6 go. Ooh, that's not what we want to see. This is elemental. This is my sifter. Yep, evocation and stuff. Now all I need are lands, fetchable lands, and we're all set. Okay, cool. Sure. Another one, sure. Tell me you don't have a land. Okay, they do. Sure, just gonna let it happen. You exiled a, Architects. Teferi. Wow. That means you have a subtlety somewhere. Oof. 6. Not what you want to see. I'm gonna have 6. Pass the turn. Actually, I can just like maybe sack the clue. Let's sack the clue. Opponent is waiting. Let's sack some clues. Ooh, perfect. Land drop. Pass the turn. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cascade. Sure. Let me see what you have. Okay. You're gonna cast it? Sounds good to me. Okay, they're going to evoke flash. Sure. They pitch the thing. Okay. Sure. I guess it's fine to me. Then you do that. Comes back with endurance. Sure. Brings it back the thing. Yep. That's a violent outburst. Which I cannot do. I guess. Okay. Let me just crack this clue. Okay. Sounds good. Gonna take 3 damage. That's fine. They have subtlety. Land, please. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna block that. No problem. Sure. Okay. That's a lane. Pass that way. Oops. Actually, I think I can, what do you call this, right? Yeah, I can cast the thing. Go for blue. Team vents. Green, white, blue, red. We'll probably subtlety here. Sure. What is that? Graveyard to hand. Sure. Can't be countered. Draw card. Okay. Sounds good to me. Gonna block. Or blocks. Block. Wee. Okay. Elemental. Go to attacks. Attack you. Pass the turn. Question mark. Okay. Okay. Sounds good to me. Sure. Okay. Yep. It's in the bag. Okay. Are they going to hardcast something? Subtlety? Question. Okay, down to 9. I'm just fetching stuff. I have really good draws. Now that you mention it, I have an awesome draw. I'm just going to exile this. There you go. Just gonna wait for that to happen. Curator of Mysteries. Sure. Subtlety. Maybe do it some other time. Yes! Well. That was a long drawn out fight, but we made it. The thing that to remember there was that we are playing 4. What was the 4 card that we were playing? My brain is not working too well today. Endurance, yes. For endurance. Okay. Granted the first game wasn't that nice for our opponent because they didn't draw the lands. That's how Magic goes sometimes. Unfortunately, very frustrating. That being said, felt that the deck has its moments. It definitely is not beatable. It is beatable. I feel like the main board is already set in stone. We may want to move out an endurance here or there, depending on the meta. So I feel like 4 endurance might be an overkill. So I'm thinking of moving 1 endurance out into the sideboard and putting something in. I'm on the fence of Teferi because usually when Teferi is out, it either dries to prismatic ending or basically just, doesn't see play. That's my worry about Teferi. So we may want to find a different slot or a different card for it. Thinking maybe along the lines of like heavy impacting elementals out there. We'll definitely have a look. There's room for improvement. That's it. All right, that's it. Now, if you enjoyed the gameplay, subscribe to your boy and give it a thumbs up. Let me know on the comment section down below what type of deck I should be playing in the next modern gameplay. That's it. See you in the next one.